was I drama dumping? So anyways, but I do have comfort YouTubers. And like YouTube was my comfort since I was like 12. And I was watching Sailor Moon. That's around 20 years ago. Oh god. Yeah. So, and then I was watching YouTubers like Chris Crocker and early Shane Dawson. I promise you, it was so quiet before I started filming. It was so quiet. I was like, great, let me start filming. Anyways, last I watched Trisha, but early Trisha, when she was still all about Jesus and all of that. When she was, buying things from Blink Shield. I was like, oh, that's so cool. She has so many bling, like glittery items, and like my teenage self like that. Has Trisha been around for that long? I don't know. So I'm talking about like an era, right? So I started watching at 12. I used to watch Dan and Phil. I was a big fan of Dan and Phil. Actually, do check them out every now and then. And I used to watch who else? I liked some YouTube tarot readers and all of that. And yeah, there was yogis like Tara. I forgot, but I did end up watching Boho Beautiful for most of my 20s. I love Boho Beautiful. I think their yoga is really, really challenging. I don't do much yoga right now because my wrists can't take it, and I like Boho because she pushes you. She really pushes you. And Joanna, and I like that. I like not being able to finish a workout and coming back to it again and again and again and again until I can finally finish it. What else do I watch? Guys, there's someone fighting. I'm gonna go see what's up. Okay, guys, I have such a strategic window placement where anytime anybody fights, I have a full view of the drama. Like the other day, there was a guy who hit a girl's car, and they got out, and the girl was like, "I honked at you," and he was such a nice guy. He's like, "Yes, you did. I'm so sorry." And the girl kept going off. So politeness usually ends up. Ooh, I forgot to tell you guys, there was this guy. So, oh my god, now they have to fight. Stop fighting. I'm trying to film. Anyways, so what I wanted to say. So the way that my building is, so there's like parking, but sometimes it's super full when you come at night. So people park around. So I don't live in a villa, but there are a lot of villas around us. Oh god. I'm going to have to look into a software for background reduction. Please let me know if these noises bother you or if it makes you feel like calm. Because for me, when I was in Iceland, I used to be scared that I was in a room alone. So all the drunk people, talking and chatting and laughing kind of soothed me. Like, oh, I wasn't alone. Or just like people are one scream away. So anyway, so this guy, so I parked near a villa and I completely lost track of time. 3 days later, I go and I'm like, oh shit, my car's still near that villa, not at the entrance, it was at the side wall. And this guy comes out and pops up and he's like, you've been parked here for 3 days, where the hell am I gonna park? Where the hell am my sister's gonna park? Where the hell am I? And I'm like, and he's like, if I would puncture your car, if I would puncture your tire, that would be a big problem. And here's why I think that I'm on a spectrum somewhere. Like, this can't be. I was like, I looked at him and I looked at my tire. I'm like, why would he puncture my tire? How would it be? Because my ass was thinking that by the way he parked, maybe he would accidentally puncture my tire. people can't tell what I'm feeling, if I'm feeling angry or sad, or they can't tell. So I'm looking at him, listening, and wondering how would my tire be punctured. Okay. And then I said, okay. And he looked at me taken aback, like it was like almost a whispered okay. Because I'm like, okay, finish up what you have. Let me go change up my parking. Like, I get it. You have some poison in you. You want to let it out. I'm a psychologist. I get it. If I had apologized, he would have popped off a lot more. I did mutter an apology at the beginning, but he didn't hear it because of how much he was bottling up inside and just needed an outlet, and I happened to be that. So I was very calm, very quiet, because when I get pissed, I get calm. So I just said, okay, but he had a right, of course. I actually felt a bit embarrassed. I was like, he's so right, but I didn't put two and two together that he threatened to puncture my car until I started moving. I was like, oh, that was a threat. Okay. So I just let him be disgusting all by himself. And I'll never park there again. Nor will I'll do my best to not come back at times where most parkings are full. So even if they were, I won't park there again. So yeah, so there's a lot of, thank God, not actual violence, but a lot of verbal arguments that happen around this area. I wonder why. But I'm safe, don't worry, you guys. I was when he was taken aback and he was struck, I could see him like intently looking at my face, trying to figure out, was my okay sarcastic? Was I just trying to piss him off more? Was I genuinely, like, and it made me laugh on the inside. And so he ended up just walking back and forth, complaining to somebody on the phone, and I just moved my car. So this is something, it's called gray rocking. I wasn't deliberately doing it. It's just I naturally like that, Very calm, very quiet. As my sister said it once, Resha, sometimes things happen to you and you should be jumping out of your skin with joy, and all you do is just smile. And sometimes things happen and your blood should be boiling and you just not. And I'm like, this is such an interesting perspective. So I don't know if I'm on the spectrum or if I'm perfectly perfect the way I am. Either way, I am perfectly perfect. But it's really like, thinking about it. But if I was, this would explain so much. You have no idea. So gray rocking is when you do exactly what I did. Most people, they want a reaction out of you, okay? They want you to validate them, or, if they're angry and going off, they want you to feel fear or to feel anger back, and then you're feeding each other poison. So when you're like, okay, they don't know what to do with that. There's nothing to feed their quote-unquote pain bodies, so they end up going somewhere else. And I literally learned this by being in my family system and being around. So girls that I know, a lot of the girls that I know, will willingly walk into a toxic exact opposite of my advice. Oh my god, now there's. And they will stay with these pieces of shit of people who will completely humiliate them. And they won't do anything to try to fix it. And they'll just complain again and again and again and again and again without taking any advice. It just feels like, you're watching the same show for the bajillionth time. So what I do with these people, I grey rock. I don't, oh my god, poor you. Oh my god, how could he? Oh my god, this. Sorry, I don't have the mental capacity to listen right now. That alone, you will not hear for them for the next 3-4 months. Number 2, minimal responses. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. I get it. That's it. You don't feed because these people are trying to feed. Feed what? Feed the pain inside. Because the reason why they are in these relationships, because they hate themselves. And this is an adequate punishment for whatever guilt they're carrying, whatever complex they're carrying, whatever, oh my god, I'm a sinner, I must suffer, they're carrying. That, or they just are, what they're doing with, he did this, he did that, maybe they just want someone to tell them, hey, it's okay to let them go. But you do tell them that. And you know what happens? They end up going back. Resentment comes from you pushing yourself to stay in a situation that harms you. So end up talking shit about your partner and going back to them, then talking shit about them, then going back to them. Once you tell yourself, hey, like me with that pygmy girl that I told you guys about, the reason why it hurt so bad is that this was my Hail Mary friendship. This was my last attempt to make a friend. It's okay. So, reason why I resented her so bad is because I was forcing myself to stay in that friendship, although it was hurting me. And I kept talking about her to ChatGPT, venting, and I was like, you know what you're doing? You know what to do. Walk away cleanly. Cut the cord. And you won't have to resent her anymore. And I stopped. Yes, there is some days where I think about some of the crap that she did to me. I think, I can't believe she did that. But I don't feel the need and the urge to talk shit about her to every single person I talk to. Some days I forget that she exists. And this is what you need to do. If you cannot sit in a conversation with anybody without bitching about your partner, maybe it's time to leave that partner.